just realised I forgot to hit the start record button as well. So if you're watching on YouTube and you missed the start, I'm doing my Forsaken mission. Since the last time I streamed, we've had a VXP weekend announced, which is good. Obviously, a little countdown timer up here, I guess it is, little screen. So I'm looking forward to getting my Drak Harriers up to legendary rank that weekend. A few triple VXP Salty Dogs saved up, I'll be making use of. So we've had new prizes added this week, usual kickside pattern of adding them after the raid, which obviously will be news for some people because they've only been doing it for about a year. Probably the same people that ask when does the Forsaken mission start this week. The thing I'm most excited about is that new turret they've released. That thing looks really cool. Obviously sucks if you're hitting your base and they're common in there, but I don't hit bases very often, so yeah. Probably going to want to put it on a level 6 turret, I would think, because you want eruption fire on there for the reload and the projectile speed. You're probably going to want some explosive armor on there to stop it being bunker busted. Which is pretty much what I run on my scat gun turret for the same reason. I think the trick is going to be placing scattergun turret, Wendigo, and the cold snap rocket, I think it's called, so that they all kind of kick in around the same point. That's going to be quite a nasty combination. It's got decent range as well, it's got longer range than the Wendigo, so it's going to be a centre island turret for me. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that next week. Not sure if we're building my base at the moment, but as soon as whatever it is finishes, I'm going to stick a level 6 turret on, probably. Unless I've got one spare on the base, I've not done many of them. See if, I'm not sure how long a level 6 turret takes, whether I can get that done before I win, or if not I may wait. Do the turret first and then add the extra special on after I upgrade it to the downside is I expect we'll only get 3 weeks of the FM this month, which means only a chance to get 2 lots of tokens. Which, although it sucks, any tokens is a bonus in my opinion. Somewhere between 6 and 10 days worth of shipbuild tokens a month. It should get me, I think I should have my track carrier fleet all finished and armoured around the time of the February raid. So I'll then decide what fleet I'm going to work on next. I like the Punisher hull. I don't know if I'd build it as a ballistic. I like the deflection stats on it. Tempted by a Tiger Shark fleet. I could build my 4th Banshee to get that fleet built out, or whatever new hull is going to come out in that raid. I think, aside from the Tiger Shark idea, the next fleet I want to build is going to be something to hit Dracuranian bases. I know Neptunes are one of the preferred fleets for that. On the Pirates Crib Show Earth, that he was going to post a build at some point. I haven't looked to see if it's being posted yet. So Neptunes are an option, but I like the fact that the Punisher's got assault deflection as well, so maybe an Arbalest Punisher fleet, depending on what we get next. I had a pretty good raid. Streamed some of it, obviously got a bit bored of it in the end. Got new stuff, got all the tokens, and I took some but not all of the limited components that I could get. And I just got bored of hitting main targets. Being the A's, minimal damage. Don't really spend anything on it. And to be fair, if you've in probably the last 5 raids, you've wanted hulls with missiles, good missile defense. They've worked against the Scourge, and they've worked really well against the track round of raids, so most people have had a chance to build something that could have made this raid very easy. My alt account got the Punisher, the Assault Disruptor, because it's got the Arbalest and I don't have an Assault Disruptor. I think that's pretty key for a railgun fleet. And a Hydraulic Resistor and a D6X, a bit of a tank Punisher for that fleet, that account. To go with some Rhinos that I've got building at the moment. But yeah, I used the V2H fleet on that account and it walked through B sets. Probably 3 with decent driving. They're not heavily armoured either. They're running a mixture of, most of them have got one D5E panel and then a mixture of D2 and D3E. A mixture of blades and assault disruptors and a phalanx on each, and yeah, they were pretty efficient. I've got an Artemis with them at the moment, which I'm less keen on. It's a little bit too fast to match the fleet, and the mines are really annoying against ships with missiles because they retarget off them, and get your shit. And so probably the first good use of the Punisher tank in my build would be to run it with those in place of the Artemis. So in that fleet, last night I did 385s with it for the FM, having to pinch the Wendigo out because I can't get enough missiles in the air to retarget and kill it. So yeah, I was using a medium long pinch, and it was yeah, they worked really well. Anything that causes a problem is when you get the red SCXs, because the ballistic defense isn't very high on that fleet. It's got the active armor 3, the researchable missile, and special. And so I did try subbing them out from ones, but then you got 2 B-Torp Nighthawks, so it didn't work very well. Yeah, it was a good raid. Good raid on that account. I was actually hoping I'd be able to do A sets with that fleet, and I did do a few A targets, but it cost me a lot in repairs. I had 53 gold on that account from doing the FAT. Yeah, I pretty much used it all doing a couple of A sets, and I had some help from some people in the sector I was in. There was a guy who was prepping A sets down to 1 ship, so I was able to do those. Yeah, it would have been nice if I could have pushed a bit harder on that one and got the APOC more. Yeah, I think we'll probably see one more of this cycle of raids. The sort of the story bit around this raid was that the Drax have almost completed their mega hull. So I'm guessing the next raid they'll have it completed, and we'll have some sort of different target that's got the Drax mega hull in it as a completed ship. And we'll yeah, and then I suspect we'll get a change. Whether we'll go back to the Scourge, I don't know. The different cycle of Drax would be nice. Maybe some Drax based targets. Just kind of guessing at the moment. Oh crap, driving into the rocket turret there. I have a very different attitude to playing BP these days. I don't worry so much if my fleet takes a lot of damage. It doesn't bother me if I can't play for a few hours. Which is kind of makes it a bit more fun. I went out and hit a level 100 and something base and got off some medals and some research time yesterday. I dropped a bunch of daisy cutters on his anti-sub, subbed out his whole garden, and drove this fleet through his base. It was cool. Come on, load. If I'm lucky, I might get this whole first run through done. I'm not really fussed about that. I want to win the turret, obviously. Everything else, not really bothered about at the moment. The solar panels look crap. I'm not convinced that 20 deflection is worth adding to a hull. So I was hoping it would be a big enough. I guess it makes sense it's not a big deflection amount because you could, big commands into it with a lot of armor slots and get insane deflection. It's probably sensible to not make it too overpowered, but and maybe on a ship with a lot of armor slots it's got value. jumping a bit there. Chatting to people in comms. Alliance has been through a rocky patch lately. So just catching up with people, seeing as I seem to now be leading our alliance. Not really my alliance. Anyway, yeah, so that's why I've just been a bit quiet for a while. Trying to chat to some of the guys. Number 3 done. How long's left on that crew? Is weird being, and we're quite spread out as well, so actually having to look for 85s is an interesting challenge. To get my settings up, I'm not sure if I put the oops, I meant that one, not the player. Again, not centered over the fleet. Oh, how hard is that, Kix? How did you manage to break it? Select all of the ships. Stupid name. Actually, thinking about a Punisher fleet, great for auto in these, I guess, as well. That's some anti-morts on it. I'm actually thinking about refitting Frostburn as well to go with the Drac Harriers, because Grim Zerk I think is probably only going to be beneficial in certain situations. That big repair modifier, I mean, you're not going to use it doing the FM, are you? So I thought the Frostburn would be good. You've got the Frosty Field, obviously, to deal with things like the Wendigo, although the fleet's going to have an Aegis anyway. And my Frosty's set up with lots of countermeasures, which is obviously a good thing in strongholds. And I can fit, because I was going to refit my countermeasures Rhino, but I want to use the Deluge missile on the support ships so that they're outranged by the carriers, so that I can potentially just auto these. And the Frosty obviously has got hybrid slots, so that can get the Deluge missile on it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. It's legendary as well, so the countermeasures are going to fire really quick. It might be good. Might be good in raids as well, I guess, particularly if we get the Scourge back. Then you've got the 90 thermal, which is probably again more beneficial than having the overload from the Grim. It's really nice having enough anti-mortars to deal with pretty much all of the mortars coming in, because I can stop the chat. Getting a headache. Been a really stressful week. Pretty much lots of real world stuff going on. And my in-laws are out of the country at the moment, so my wife and I are having to pick up the to deal with a lot of stuff with one of our older relatives. Hey, I have a viewer. A new one as well. Hey, Onion Rings. How's it going? Cool name. It's a very, very addictive game. I wouldn't say I love it, but I'm addicted to it. That's number 4 done. Halfway through. Still a decent amount of crew left, so I'll do another 1 or 2. Get me most of the way through the FM. First run through anyway. We've got alliance points to do as well. I've done about 600 alliance points, so I'm probably going to stick a crew on late to get carriers out to rank a bit more. So, and that will probably get me half of what I need left. And we've got acid rain coming back as well, which is a Scourge raid from memory. Don't think I'll be doing it again. I've got 1 Zoe's Rhino and I don't need to build another Rhino fleet. This one does the job. Going to a Zoe's fleet is not going to be any better. Okay. I don't have hair. You seem to be trolling, which, if you want to waste your time, that's fine. Because one is annoying. Say goodbye, Onion Rings. I don't have time in my life for trolls. Something I have noticed actually is some targets seem to explode a lot more. I think since the last update. I think I might do one more. Yeah, I'm not keen on this actually, having to look for targets. I think. Oops, got cowards. Oh wow, that lag's bad. blazing cups of target. Breaking pop up again. Definitely time to get off. It's starting to hurt. Wow, that's bad lag. Total Sophie is probably going to be somewhere around a 7-hour repair. Definitely got to remember something I need to do for work. Let's see what the damage was on that, and then Sarah better get up here. I need to get sorted. Need coffee as well. Yeah, 6 hours damage. Most of it is like being lazy. I think I'm upgrading that turret worth 5. Only got one level 6 turret at the moment. One's got a gun on it. Right. My Grimzerg at the moment. Use that token. So that's by the time we get the next lot of tokens, that's in 2 days, and that's finished. Cool. Getting R5 is going to take a long time. I've got a day and a half left on refitting my agent. Cool. Okay, I am out of here, guys. I've got work to do. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to head over to Twitch and check out my live stream sometime. I'll